Happy Monday, everybody. Massive episode. In this episode, we are talking about 5 league winners, deep sleepers that could absolutely break out. Yes, deep sleepers that could break out, that could be league winners. You want to target and stash these players on your rosters. Big episode. I'm excited to dive in. We're also doing a face reveal for Breaking Brad. We've got the latest news and notes with him as well. Stay to the end because I love the last one. I'm stashing him in all my best ball leagues. I'm doing a bunch of best ball leagues, and this guy is on all of them with literally the last pick, okay? And believe it or not, his ADP is climbing because I was getting him in like the 20th round, and someone just picked him up in the 17th in one of my best ball leagues. I'm like, dude, I got to start getting this guy earlier. So I'm excited to share that player with you at the end, who's a deep sleeper that I absolutely love. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It takes a second of your time for the truth to sports and fantasy football. And if you are a regular, or even if you're new, hit the thumbs up, smash it, tap it, slap it. Drop somebody that you've done your research on, that you've been targeting, that's a sleeper that you absolutely must have on your team, and a potential league winner, someone that you've been looking at and you've done homework on, okay? So hit the thumbs up, takes a fraction of a second, really helps the channel. And finally, if you have not done it, I believe the Father's Day deal is over, but I've got another deal going right now. Use code WIN to save and grab 16 rounds. It's like literally giving you the championship on a silver platter. You get full mock drafts. So once you sign up, you get a login, you get access to my sleepers, breakouts, printable cheat sheet, which I update. This is the game changer. You'll never look at rankings the same. 16 rounds, make sure that you have an optimal roster, make sure it's perfect for your fantasy football draft so you have the championship this year and other years, you know, as you continue to buy and grab 16 rounds every year. I mean, it's the game changer. No, you're never going to look back. Just try it, experience it, and you'll never look at rankings the same way again. So grab 16 rounds, use code WIN to save. Okay, so we're going to do a face reveal here. I talked about this in regards to Breaking Brad and showing his face. I ended up sharing him on social media. So I just got to kind of get the queue up here to kind of pull him up. And then we're going to do a screen share. I'm excited for Breaking Brad to actually show his face here today. So let me pull up my little screen here. I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to pull up the window, and then you guys can get a glimpse of Breaking Brad. There he is. I don't know if you guys can see it. There he is. And there you have it. Breaking Brad and his very brief face reveal. So I'm excited for Breaking Brad. I'm excited he's on the show. I'm excited he's breaking news for us. But that's a quick face reveal. He doesn't want us to show too much. Brad, what do you think, man? Are you okay with us showing your face?
We now have breaking news.
I'm going to take that as a yes. So a lot of people were curious, and they hear the voice. They've never seen him, but there he is. Okay. So let's actually let's talk about the latest news and notes here. I'm going to pull that up, and I want to tell you one piece of news here. Before we do that, Breaking Brad, give us the intro.
We now have breaking news.
The first thing I do want to talk about is very important. Keon Coleman apparently was playing basketball. I guess it was some sort of charity event. He put up 60 points. I do want to address that because I am a Keon Coleman fan, and I think he's going to have a breakout year this year, actually. So Keon Coleman playing basketball, putting up 60 points, is that going to risk injury? Maybe, but it's basketball. I'm not really too concerned. I just wanted to make a note of that. I know it was kind of making its rounds, basically like he's playing. I get it. He's playing basketball. Okay, I still think he's going to do well this year. There's also another piece of news on Keon Coleman. Apparently in practice, he had to answer to some consistency questions after struggling with drops during mini camp. Okay, so, but he's actually flashing with big playability, put on some weight, looks quicker, and they don't have a true wide receiver one. This is something you have to look at when you're looking at drafting a player. Are they the true one, or are they the fake one? I think there's a fake one there with Khalil Shakira there. So I'm not sold on Shakira. I think he is a fake and a phony. And I think Keon's going to emerge. And he actually came out and said, like, I'm not happy with my performance. So Keon Coleman's going to step up. Other news here, I do want to talk about here, Emeka Egbuka. If you don't know, he is the wide receiver rookie for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who I love the talent. But I just think there's a lot. If Godwin stays healthy and Evans stays healthy, he's just not going to get the volume that I desire out of a wide receiver. But he's impressed, apparently. He's impressed Mike Evans. Like I care if Mike Evans is impressed with his competition, but that's it. He says he looks like a running back, but I mean, he catches like Chris Godwin, said Evans. He's very polished and a well-rounded player. So, I mean, I guess he's your competition, Evans. I don't know why you're so high on this guy, but apparently just, I don't know, playing it correct, politically correct, okay? Justin Fields says he feels more comfortable taking command of the offense this year than he did last year in Pittsburgh when he was involved in quarterback competition. He says it's, quote, definitely easier. I think it wasn't last year. It's kind of weird a little bit, says Fields. So a lot of people excited for Fields, especially in best ball. You got the rushing upside quarterback, you got the better value, but just it's like years to wow me. I'm not wowed. Like I said, he could have a breakout year, but I'm just not holding my breath for Justin Fields, okay? Breece Hall says he understands that he's not entitled to play time and is ready to compete for playing time during training camp because I'm around a new GM, new coaches, and a lot of new faces. For me, I've got to prove that I'm that guy every day. I'm the guy every day. I feel like my skill set, I'm a 3-down workhorse back, second to none to a lot of backs in the league. So he's very confident. He wants the 3-down workhorse, but he just feels like, hey, I got to prove myself, which, again, I understand. It is what it is. Terry McLaurin reportedly would like, the Commanders would like McLaurin to remain with the organization for the rest of his career. He's entering the final season of his current contract and has been frustrated with the deliberate pace of contract extension talks, choosing to skip the team's mandatory minicamp last week. Okay, some drama there with McLaurin. We got some Joe Flacco news. Apparently, General Manager Andrew Berry said the organization is absolutely open to keeping all 4 quarterbacks on their 53-man roster. So it's going to be a bit of a quarterback competition in Cleveland that includes Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders if each team plays well enough. Okay, so each of them plays well enough, sorry. So yeah, QB competition there. That gives question marks if you're drafting Judy, if you've got Judkins as your running back. So there's going to be question marks if you guys are drafting any quarterback there because we don't know who the starter is, and frankly, neither do I. So I'm kind of fading that situation, especially with the quarterback position. You want to make sure that you get somebody who is consistent, okay? Jalen Warren news, who I'm not a fan of. I hope he sits on the bench because I've got a ton of Caleb Johnson stock. He is the workhorse. He's not competition, but I want to make this note here as I am heavily promoting Caleb Johnson. I want to be fully transparent. Apparently, Jalen Warren made adjustments to his offseason workout routine in anticipation of soldiering a heavier workload. Keep dreaming, buddy. You're not getting it. You are on the bench. You couldn't pass Najee. You're going to need more than putting on some weight, dude, and adjusting your workout routine to get a starting job here. Anyway, so he's basically saying that, I did a lot more things for longevity-wise instead of my old school training, like just getting the cleats on and running 30 hills. What's 30 hills? He's running up 30 hills. He says, I had to adapt. This game is about longevity. And like they say, the best availability is availability. The best ability is availability. Man, I can't read today. Where's Breaking Brad?
We now have breaking news.
Jeez. Okay, I had trouble with that. My brain hurt reading that because he's running 30 hills. That's where I kind of got stumped. Like, you're running up 30 hills. Like, Jalen Warren, sit down, brother. Sit down. You're not playing. It's Caleb Johnson's show, okay? Anything else here I want to mention? Bo Nix appears to be more comfortable this offseason, seems to be doing things with more confidence. That's really good. Less pause, less hesitation with the play call in the huddle. So I can read now, right? Less pause, less hesitation in the pocket. He's playing fast, again, protecting the ball. He's hard to sack. Okay, good news. Apparently, more news here. Alvin Kamara will continue to be part of a significant part of the running game and passing game in the new offensive scheme, according to head coach Kellen Moore. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Also, not that he's really relevant, but Antonio Brown is on the run and still posting on social media. Just look that up. I posted on my story mode. It's crazy. I don't want to give Antonio Brown too much attention, but I had to mention that in the news since he was a former NFL player who's had multiple offenses and violations of the law. And this is it. It's finally caught up with him. He's a wanted man. Look that up. I posted on my social media. I can't believe he's still posting on social media. It is what it is, okay? So let's talk about this. Let's go with the first player. Let's get into these sleepers, and then you guys can go enjoy your day for the rest of the day. But you got your fantasy fix here. So turn on the bell, subscribe, and grab 16 rounds. The first player I want to talk about here that I absolutely love, I don't want to dive too much into it, but understand when I'm talking about these players. The first one is Pat Bryant. When I'm talking about these players, you got to understand that they are in great situations to succeed, meaning that they're going to thrive, meaning that they don't have any competition, meaning that the path that they have high draft capital by their teams, right? So the first one I want to talk about is Pat Bryant, Denver, tons of upside, great talent, drafted with high draft capital. Listen, they believe in Pat Bryant. I think he was a third round pick or something like that, second or third round pick. They believe in Pat Bryant and already getting praise from Sean Payton saying that he's got comparables to Demaryius Thomas. I did a post on this earlier, and they're like, who's Demaryius Thomas? I'm like, dude, you can't be that young. You don't know who Demaryius Thomas is, right? Winning Super Bowl team, 2016, Peyton Manning, top wide receiver, lined up with Eric Decker. Come on, guys, do your history here. It wasn't that long ago. Makes me feel old. But Pat Bryant is in a great position. Just posted a video of him on social. If you're not following Insta, make sure you follow there. Just looking good, man. Looking good, catching the ball, good footwork. I'm excited about him because there's no competition. Vile's been out during mini camp, so Bryant has made the best of the situation. Mims sucks. Sutton is old as dirt. And Sutton is good, but he's just not like a true tier 1 wide receiver. So the opportunity for Bryant to succeed is really there. And I just said, Bo Nix looking better, and he looked good last year. So it's going to be very interesting. So Pat Bryant, just stash him. You'll thank me later. And here's the thing, right? He's got potential to be the wide receiver 2, possibly the wide receiver 1 on his team. And you're getting him round 18. Yet people are drafting wide receiver 2s in round 2. An example of that is T. Higgins, who maxed out at 110 targets and peaked at 10 touchdowns, which he's never seen his entire career last year, right? So why not grab Pat Bryant later? It's absolutely a no-brainer for me. Grab him, okay? Next sleeper here, who's going to break out, a non-rookie, because the rest are rookies. I love my rookies because I always spot really good rookies in great breakout upside potential. Last year, Brian Thomas, Ladd McConkey, to name a few. But the next guy I want to talk about here is Trey Benson. And when I'm doing best ball, I go top heavy with my running backs, right? And then I got like 4 guys early. And then I kind of want my 5th or 6th running back late, mid to late. And he's always sitting there, Trey Benson, RB46, with possible RB1 potential in 2025. The reason I don't like Connor is, number one, he's in his 9th season. He's only had 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons in those 9 seasons. If you look at his stats, they suck. Okay, Connor is not good. He was a backup to crappy Le'Veon Bell for years. Some people say, well, no, Le'Veon Bell's not crappy. He is. He was a product of the Steelers' offense. And I'm telling you guys, listen good. Connor is not that good. So Benson was drafted in the 3rd round. He is the future of the Cardinals. If they want to win, they got to play their best running back. He's put on some weight. He was talking about also training. And Connor, last year, just over 1,000 yards, 1,094, 236 attempts. It's going to start shifting towards Trey Benson. They didn't draft, and the good sign of that is they didn't acquire anybody else. So they believe in Benson. He is the future. Now, last year, again, didn't get the volume that I wanted. He was a sleeper last year. He's going to take a step up. But he's literally like my RB5, 6 in my best ball leagues and my other leagues. That's it. I'm not putting too much weight on this. I'm assuming that Connor, who always gets hurt, who didn't get hurt last year, is going to get hurt again this year, but I can't bank on that. But this is the year of the Benson. If it's going to happen for Trey Benson, it's going to happen this year. Connor has to take a back seat due to his age, due to the fact that he's just not that good. Okay, so just stash Benson mid to later if you are looking for that running back. I like him better than some of the other options there. Like, if you look at some of the other options, I'm going to pull up my best ball draft here. Like, they suck. Like, if you're looking at Trey Benson, he's probably coming off like round 9, something like that, right? And I'm just trying to see where I got him. Yeah, I got him round 10. If you look at some of the comparable running backs in that area, you got Najee Harris, Jordan Mason, Javonte Williams, Travis Etienne. And mind you, maybe some of these guys may get more volume, but they're not. Like, Javonte Williams just sucks. Like, I would not draft him at all. He's in a major, major committee. At least we kind of know with Trey Benson who he's up against, essentially, right? Like, we know it's Connor. We know Connor's not good. We know Connor's old. We know Connor's due for an injury yet again. and Trey Benson is in a good position. So I'm considering him, okay? That's my case on him. All right, the next guy here, I don't want to spend too much time on him. This is a bit of a dart throw, but I want to tell you there is an opportunity here for Terrence Ferguson, round 2 pick, tight end 38 right now. And what I do is I tend to wait on tight end. I do get a tight end kind of mid to late rounds, a safe one. And then I end up stacking a bunch of these rookies. And one of the rookies I get is Terrence Ferguson, who was drafted by the Rams in the 2nd round. And you got to look, like, Adams is an aging receiver, 1 injury away from breaking his leg. Like, the guy is old. And then Puka's injury prone. We saw that last year. I don't trust drafting him in the 1st round. Yet both these guys are coming off rounds like 1 to 3, and both of them could potentially bust, or one of them could go off, or two could, spread that volume out, right? But even if one goes out, which again, we've seen the history of Puka, we have the age of Adams, there's an opportunity for Terrence Ferguson who can catch the ball. He's a pass-catching tight end, solid numbers out of college, great position, high draft capital by his team, and you got an aging quarterback in Stafford who might look for that reliable tight end. All I'm saying, man, is that you've got a tight end here with breakout potential that you could stash and be very, very happy, especially in those best ball leagues when you're late and you're like deciding who to get, because the options get really slim and trim at tight end later. And it's like, why not get an upside tight end in a relatively decent situation with high draft capital by the team? 2nd round, they're probably going to use him, and there could be an opportunity there, okay? Again, the last one's going to be good, but I got one more here at 4, and then we're going to go to 5. Cam Ward, QB 27, major upside is what I wrote here. They got Ilik Ayamanor, Restapo, whatever his name is, his receiver from college. He's come in. He's looking really good in camp. They got Calvin Ridley. They got pass-catching running backs and Pollard and Spears, who I'm not excited about. But Cam Ward is, like I've said this before, a super accurate quarterback, looking good in training camp. And not only that, what I love about him is his work ethic. Like, you listen to the interviews of the young man, and like, he's very professional. It's like he kind of has had this job for like 20 years. The way he's like a veteran, the way he talks. 5 a.m. wake ups, totally focused. Don't see any nightclub pictures of him on social media. Like, he is honed in to be the franchise guy, and I'm excited for him. And I'm excited for him for fantasy too. He's not going to get the rushing upside of some of these other quarterbacks, but like Dick Daniels or something who I've talked about him. I love him, but could be due for a sophomore slump. You're literally getting Cam Ward. He's going undrafted in 1 quarterback leagues. You might want to consider him as a backup, or in best ball as a QB3, or in super flex or 2 quarterback leagues as a QB3 with quarterback super flex leagues, that is. There's something there that's drawing me to him, and I just see the excitement and upside. And look at some of these other guys that are coming off later, some old veteran quarterbacks that aren't exciting. I know a lot of people are drafting Drake May a lot higher because he's kind of been in the system. They've got Kyle Williams and Diggs. They've added, they've improved the O-line. There is some excitement around Drake May, but I think Cam Ward actually beats Drake May in fantasy points. There's something drawing me to the guy, and I think a big part of it is work ethic and the weapons they put around him. So as a backup or a QB3, why not? Why not stash him? QB 27 right now. Everyone's just sleeping on him. And it's one of those situations where if you wait on running back, wait on wide receiver, Calvin Ridley sits there. Like, he's in there in like round 6, 7 as a wide receiver 1. It's that offense that just everybody's sleeping on, yet you draft offensive weapons from other teams in rounds 1 and 2, yet you just completely neglect other offenses. I mean, the value you're getting for the Titans offense in general is pretty remarkable. So Cam Ward is my potential deep sleeper here with upside, okay? And the last one who I absolutely love, hit the thumbs up, is Dante Thornton. Again, first team reps, was a 4th round pick. Again, he's fast. He's a blazer, and he's quick, and he's tall. So he's got that rare combination of size and speed, which I love. Dude, I'm excited about Thornton, and he's getting first team reps, which is massive, over Jack Besh, who I was high on about a month ago. If I can go in best ball, and I'm seeing both of them there, I try to stack both of them, hopefully, like, because we're talking later rounds. Like, Jack Besh is coming off. Besh is coming off. Where is he coming off? Like round 12 or 14, something like that. And this guy is like literally going undrafted. So at the end of the day, man, Thornton is a guy that I'm excited about because he's got massive upside in a great situation. And believe it or not, if he becomes the wide receiver 1, which I see, because I looked at Myers' Jacoby Myers' stats. He sucks. 7th season, right? Jacoby Myers, 0 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons as a rookie. 16 touchdowns in the 3 seasons after that combined. So if it takes you 3 seasons to do 16 touchdowns, you're terrible. And then, like I said, he's not great. He had a good year last year, decent, but only 4 touchdowns. Myers is one of those like fake wide receiver ones. If he was, they wouldn't have even drafted Beck or Besh and whatever, Thornton, right? They wouldn't have done that. They would have said, Myers is our one. We don't need anybody else. But obviously, they're looking for a true alpha at the wide receiver position. Now, a lot of people are wasting a first-round pick on Brock Bowers or second round, wherever he's coming off. In a tight end premium league, he's coming off round 1. In typical leagues, round 1 to 2. So, not doing it. Man, I'm just not doing the Brock Bowers thing. It's an entirely new offense, entirely new quarterback, more checkdowns, more receptions for Genty, and you've got new wide receivers, including this guy, which I'm stashing. Give me Thornton round 20 over, or round 16, or wherever you guys are drafting, over a Brock Bowers round 1, who I know for a fact is going to decline. Like, I can't imagine a world where he's going to see the same amount of targets that he had last year. He is going to bust significantly. Do not draft Brock Bowers. I'm telling you, man, don't do it. Do not do it. I got to do a whole episode on that, okay? So, sleepers for you: Deeper, Pat Bryant, Trey Benson, Terrace Ferguson, Cam Ward, and Dante Thornton. Just stash. You will be very happy, all right? Thank you, guys. I'm glad you got to meet Breaking Brad. Breaking Brad, are you happy they saw you today?
We now have breaking news.
He seems over the moon excited. So, yeah, Breaking Brad, face reveal. There's your news. You're up to date. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and I'm going to keep the content coming to you daily and every morning. Have yourself an outstanding day. We will talk soon. Stash these guys.